Welcome back. Alongside head coach Tony Jasick, the Hall of Famer Artis Gilmore, I'm Scott Manzi. Final score here, 81-63. Jacksonville victorious over Florida College in the home opener. First win of the year for the Dolphins. And, Coach, it's always a good feeling to get that first one, isn't it?
Beats the alternative.
That certainly does.
You're right. Just getting the first one. I thought our guys played well in spurts tonight, and it's good to see them smile after the game. And then obviously there's some areas where we played pretty well tonight, and some areas where we have to improve on as we move forward. But obviously the object is to get a win. We're trying to get our guys to understand that this was the first game of our MTE, and in order to win the MTE, you got to win this first one. So hopefully we can use this as we go into next week and play well to finish the tournament.
Coach, excuse me, I can observe a couple of things that look like, it appears from my perspective, that you were using a couple of combination of players, looking at, observing some what kind of an offensive players you can insert in to work with different combinations.
I thought we did. I thought a lot of guys came in and contributed. We probably subbed a little more than normal, and that was deliberate to give some guys some game action so that we can see, we can evaluate. We've got some young guys that need some experience, and I thought tonight we were able to get them out there and play, long spurts with some young new guys and give them the opportunity to compete at this level, to try to put some of what we're working on in practice into the game, and in spurts we did that.
Two-parter for you, and it involves turnovers. Forced 21 and got 28 points off of that, but gave it away 14 times yourself. So it's certainly what led to the effort on the defensive end that led to all those turnovers and the ability to get the points off of, and what went wrong a little bit on the offensive end with giving them all away.
Yeah, I thought in spurts we were able to frustrate them a little bit with our length and athleticism. And then really, I think, to be quite frank, I thought in the first half we were pretty loose with the ball. We had 9 of the 14 in the first half, and I think the majority of those were just being careless, taking for granted what we're trying to do as a team when we're out on the floor. And it was good to see the second half we were much better with the ball, and the stats obviously support that.
Well, I know that it's important that you continue to work on and focus on minimizing your turnovers. And that sounds like Marcel said that was one of the things you continue to emphasize you was able to get the guys together. So what, from this point moving forward, is that what do you share with your guys that guys eliminate those?
And I think the biggest thing for our young team, what I share with our guys after the game, is just how important it is to compete against the game and not compete against the environment, the surroundings, really not compete against your opponent. Don't compete against the clock or the score, but to compete against the game. And I thought in spurts we did that. We came out, we played the right way, shared the ball, defended and rebounded the way we want to. And then in spurts, I think we took a little bit of that for granted and allowed some sloppy play to enter into the equation, and the good teams don't do that. The teams that are kind of up and down or play inconsistent basketball allow some of that to come into play, and we did that a little bit tonight. Hopefully we can grow from that and eliminate it as we move forward.
That's the coach. I think early in the season, we talked about it after the Appalachian State game. Guys are a little nervous. They burn energy a little bit quickly. You've played a couple of different types of games. You played an opener. You played against a big opponent on the road. You've come home. So there's a lot of different emotions that can run through a team early on in the season. You got a quick turnaround for a game Monday night, just a couple of days away. How do you keep the guys fresh going into that game?
Well, we're going to do the same thing that we always do. We'll practice tomorrow morning, and like I told our team after the game, we've got some areas we've got to work on, and we got to get better on the offensive end, being crisper, not taking so many chances with the basketball, getting it where we want it to go, because when we do, we can have first halves like we had where you shoot 60%. And when we don't, then you can have second halves like we did where, obviously your field goal percentage isn't anywhere near where you'd like it to be. So we've got to continue to get better. We've got to continue to obviously work on the defensive end, rebound the ball. But offensively, the next couple of days, we're going to really work on just trying to be a little more crisp with what we're doing, trying to get our guys to understand a little bit better, a little bit deeper with what we're trying to do and how they can take advantage of some of the stuff that we run.
Coach Tony Jasick, head coach of the victorious Jacksonville Dolphins. Congrats on the win tonight, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
81-63, your final, Jacksonville over Florida College.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thank you.
Sorry, we're going to have to pick it up a little bit.